Next year, an advisory program will be put into place that has sent speculation throughout the entire school community. We sat down with Dustin Scott, head of the advisory committee, to set the record straight. So what is an advisory, and what takes place during an advisory period?
Advisory is a 30-minute block of time that would happen once a week, where students would get together with a teacher in the building in a small group and discuss topics that are outside of the curriculum. We might be talking about life skills, study skills, having fun activities, interesting life topic discussions or hot topics, current event types of issues. It could also be a community-based topic that you'd discuss if something was going on in the school, and it's important that we all collectively talk about it, try to deal with it appropriately. That's the kind of setting that would be most effective. Initially, there are going to be a lot of icebreakers and fun activities to get the group to know each other and to know your advisor. Trust building exercises like falling into the group's arms. That's kind of a cliche. It's not a good one. Maybe later on, as you become a junior or senior, you might do some resume building skills or job interview skills or college application skills.
How soon should students expect to find themselves in an advisory period?
The plan is to implement it next year. And it would start probably, the first meeting would occur toward the end of September.
Students and teachers alike are both wondering where the idea of advisory came from.
It was thought up years ago by a group of us, guidance counselors included. Guidance counselors really wanted to get more face time with their students. They don't see them nearly enough to be able to know them on an interpersonal basis, but the rest of the teachers feel the same way.
What is the goal size of the advisory, and how is the size affected by the expected teacher cuts?
Our goal size was between 12 and 15 students. Well, it's going to hurt, and it's going to make it tough to make sure that 15 max number is attainable.
With this new advisory block, how will the curriculum be affected?
It's a compromise. The question that I usually throw back there is it worth it? The question isn't, is it losing, are we losing time from our science curriculum or our technology or English curriculum? The answer is yes. Absolutely we are. There's no way to deny that. And my response is usually, but it's worth it. It's important that we're doing this stuff so that kids are staying in school, they're comfortable while they're here, they're successful in your classroom, and not just present for a longer period of time.
Recently, some teachers have expressed concerns with the advisory program. How would advisory calm these concerns?
I think what they're uncomfortable with is the idea that they'd be counseling students. And that's very different, and it's not at all what advisory is intended to be. What we're going to do is give opportunities for students to communicate openly within some guidelines.
As the implementation of advisory program nears, Dustin Scott works with the advisory committee to iron out some of the last problems. Some of the problems include expected teacher cuts along with some of the teachers' concerns. If they can fix these problems, then the advisory program will certainly have a bright future at WHS.